my review on Masters of the Universe Revolution. Okay, so I reviewed Revelation and I'm reviewing Revolution. Okay, so the skeleton glow guy, I forgot his name, but it's Scareglow. I remember it because of Scarecrow, but yeah, Scareglow, I finally remember it. Now, before I review this, I do want to show you my He-Man figures I collected, but yeah, like I said, I never really grew up with. I said this in my other videos. I never really grew up with He-Man as a kid. I remember seeing Teletoon Retro reruns on, well, Teletoon Retro, because, and I saw that when I was like a young teenager. So I watched reruns of that. I never even heard of the early 2000s series, but yeah, I do want to watch that. But yeah, so I'm kind of getting into He-Man, but I do want to show you my figures. So there's Battle Cat, and you can take it off and turn him into Cringer. And I got this He-Man figure. I got it at the dollar store, believe it or not, and it's from the 2021 CG series, which is pretty cool. I actually do like the CG series. It's really different from the original show, but I think that's kind of the idea. Like, it wants to be its own new thing. And I got this Skeletor figure that's based off the CG series, and I think this is a really nice design. And here I got this. I got at the Toys R Us, and yep, they haven't closed it where I am. And this is a Skeletor figure from like the 80s cartoon, like a re-release. And here's this little sword. And here's this little Trapjaw figure, and you can come off his hand and claw and everything. And I got this little, and he came in this little Grayskull house thing, which you can open up. Which you can open up here, and I thought that looked pretty neat. But yeah, I don't have like a traditional 80s looking He-Man figure. I wanted to get it, but it's hard to find. But anyways, let's review Masters of the Universe Revolution. Okay, so the show starts out going to Scarecrow's evil, scary lair, and then it's revealed that Adam is there with Orko, and then Adam turns into He-Man, and then the Kane is there with them, all teaming up to try to get back their friends' souls to put them in a proper place. And there's a cool epic battle with Andrea, Teela, and everybody. But anyways, they fought off Scareglow, and yeah, he does look like Skeletor, but glow in the dark. But he does have a cool his own design in his own way. But anyways, they fight off Scareglow in a really cool battle, so they defeated them, but then later it's revealed that the king is dying. Yeah, he's getting sick and he's dying, and then his last wishes was that he wants to spend time with his son, but then he has to decide either rule Eternos. I think that's what the kingdom's called, Eternos. Sorry about that, but he has to rule Eternos, and the kingdom of Eternia. It's either called, because I can't tell if the planet's called Eternia or the kingdom's called Eternos. Well, comment below and tell me. Forgive me for not knowing. I'm a little bit of a noob, so with He-Man. So yeah. So anyways, the king passes away, which is pretty sad. And then Adam tells a cool story about a bike he really wanted that his dad made. And then he's like, I really would love to ride that bike again. And I thought that was a really sweet moment. But then this other guy comes, and it's revealed to be the king's brother. He's voiced by William Shatner, and he does a really good job, and he has a really cool voice about it. But in the other versions, the brother is always Skeletor. But yeah, there's a twist. It's revealed that he is Skeletor in disguise, but then he didn't even know it. At first, they thought they just made up the brother, or the brother died, but no, apparently Skeletor didn't remember he was the brother, so then he remembers that he's the brother. Oh yeah, there are spoilers in this video, but yeah, spoilers. Also, Hordak is in here, and he's voiced by that cool sounding voice guy. I forget his name, but he is a cool guy. But yeah, so Skeletor tries to take over the kingdom in secret. So Prince Ale's like, he should be the king. And then there's a scene where he helps out, and Skeletor comes back. He's like this big scary cyborg creature, and then he's like, I'm gonna take over the city, and almost makes people into cyborgs, but then He-Man's sword tries to fix everyone. And then there's a nice scene where the child hugs He-Man, and I thought that was a really sweet moment. But then the king's brother, I forget his name, but anyways, there's a big fight with Skeletor, but turns out the Skeletor is actually Motherboard, and then they show that that's the plot twist when they reveal that the brother is Skeletor in disguise. And like I said, it's Skeletor is the brother, but anyway, but then there's a part where Teela goes on her own adventure and tries to team up with Evil-Lyn because Evil-Lyn was banished for destroying things because that was the consequence of her actions. And they even reference the whole bait and switch, like, you're just a bait and switch. Like,
you're not worthy to wield the staff of Ka. You are nothing more than a bait and switch.
Like, because she gets these snake powers that makes her turn evil because they need the sword to get all powerful and to defeat Hordak. But then I should mention there's also a cool flashback about the Kane and Adam's grandparents, like the Kane's own parents with his brother, and there's like a flashback because the brother had to leave because he's a half brother, so they they couldn't give him the right to rule, so he's like, I needed that birthright, and Adam's like, they were wrong, they should have given you the crown, and here you go. But then they finally revealed that the king's brother is Skeletor to them, and they planted all these computer chips inside everyone except for Andra, and they took over the kingdom with technology, and then they upgraded the Castle Grayskull with, and Adam and Cringer gets imprisoned, so they try to escape, but then the mom gets captured, and then the mom had a tracer in her, so and Andra found her, and there's like a final part where Skeletor decapitates the evil Motherboard and has a fight with Hordak, and then it's a pretty epic fight, and then Skeletor kills Hordak, but Hordak comes back later, and then so I thought this takes place after the 80s cartoon, but no, apparently it doesn't because they don't reference She-Ra. And we'll get to that in a second, but they break He-Man out, but then Teela becomes really powerful with all these powers and it's almost destroying her. So she tries to save everyone, but it turns out it's not working. So He-Man tries to help them, and then they use the power and they become both powerful masters of the universe. And there's a kiss, and all of them smiled. Yeah, Teela and He-Man kiss, and they thought it was really cute, and they confessed their love. And then there's a funny part where Lynn, or I guess I can just call her Lynn, but there's a funny part where Lynn is like, He-Man and Teela sitting in a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G, they're but they're happy that they confessed their love, and they're like, well, it's about time. So they both fight Skeletor, and there's like an awesome theme, but then there's like, you're destined to always be Skeletor, even if we don't want you to, or something. And then they destroyed Skeletor, but then he turns back into his normal self again, but then they had to lock him up in the prison. And then there's a sweet part where the dad comes back as like a angel or something, and he's like, is this bully bothering you? So there's a cool scene where they all fight together and defeated Skeletor. But yeah, that's what happened, and then the kingdom is completely destroyed, but then they decided not to do kings and do elected leaders, of course. Yeah, like that's any better. But anyway, so they decide to have elected leaders, and they even try to vote for Andrea and say that she might be the next one. But anyways, after that, they have a happily ever after. Len becomes like a troop of an organization and tries to be part of their team now. And then at the end, there's a part where Hordak is being fixed in this tube thing, and I don't know who that other person was looking at. Like, it might be Adora, because in the original series and in the other series, she was adopted by the Horde and raised to be a soldier in the Horde. So I don't know if they're going to make a new series, and I wonder if that's Adora, like He-Man's twin sister, because I think they referenced that there was twin sister there. And yeah, I think I remember there was a flashback they showed there. So that's either Adora or the evil magic lady that's helps Hordak. So we'll has to find out. So anyways, that's my review on Masters of the Universe Revolution. A lot of people actually like this one series now. Finally, we got a Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe show that a lot of people like. I guess this does redeem itself, like He-Man is in it more, there's a cool action scenes, and the trailer was awesome, hyping us up with the "You're the best, you're the banner," and yeah, that was awesome, but yeah, I really like this series. This was an awesome series. But yeah, that's my review. I hope you liked my review. Sorry if I didn't, because I saw it a week ago and I'm trying to remember certain things, so I'm only doing this on memory. And I don't really write a script for my show for this. So yeah, I should really write a script and write what happened. But oh, sorry, that's my cat meowing. We brought her home from the vet and she's feeling a lot better, thank goodness. But anyways, that's my review. And for Master of the Universe Revolution, what did you thought of it? Did you liked it? Did you didn't like it? I hope you all liked it. So that's my review, and see you next time. I have the power.